Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain. So we're here for some more Feywild walkthroughs. This one here we'll be doing is Make Believe. I am joined here with a friend of mine, Wolf, and he'll be joining for this run here as well. So when we first step into the quest, there's not a lot to see kind of outside of the castle. Now there are 3 entrances inside. You can head left. Come around the edge, there is a swim here in the water. You can talk to these red cap guards, choosing either to attack them or use a speech option to pacify them, or there's actually an optional on the right for 2 displacer beasts, so be prepared, it is 2 orange named displacer beasts, or 2 orange named displacer beasts. So they'll give you a little bit XP. The reason I'm not getting any is, run this a few times here. From here, you can just hop right in. So the first thing I like to do is go to the tree. Tree has several options. You do need to either knock on the tree, knock down the apple, or use a skill check to try and entice the apple out. If you choose to fight it, you'll attack the tree, you'll have to fight a dryad, but then it just gives you the apple there as well. Now for the buildings, we have the barracks. Inside, it's just a straight fight. Just kill the little guys inside. It also has a few breakables in here as well, but ultimately can be skipped. As aside from killing them for the bit of XP, there's just some breakables and that's it in here. Collectible. Nothing story related. Now, leaving this one, we're going to move down a little ways to our next room, Alchemist's Workshop. Again, same thing. This time, instead of the red cap, they have a bunch of pixies. But again, same thing. Not really needed to come in here. Just got some guys to kill for a little extra XP. And again, a collectible. But nothing pertaining to story. Once we exit that, we do have Lady White Lily. Now, she does pertain to story. Now, when you talk to her, you want to select the options to be dignified, as she is a noble birth, and as such, she treats everybody else like crap. So if you talk to her very politely, a pleasure, how are you, she'll ask you for a snack. This is where you can turn in that apple. And she gives you 1 of the 3 tokens required to enter the tower. So next we have another optional of just some water elementals right around the corner from there. In the chest it does have some random loot, nothing named. Again, you can get ferrocrystal chunks as well as ferrocrystal weapons. Those can drop in any of the chests, or kind of like a randomly generated named item kind of thing. From here, we're going to want to circle around and head into the storehouse. Now, you do need to come into the storehouse. Inside there will be a chest named Riddle Lock.
By a very energetic chest.
Now, what you're going to want to do here is go through. You can use some diplomacy check and see if you can't get some guesses. But I've gone through and done that for you. So he'll ask you a question. If you're not too sure what he said, you can always select him again and it'll bring that dialogue option up. Now, he does have 3 dialogue options total. So the first obviously is, 5-letter word that becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it. The answer is short. So you would use /say and then short. The other questions that they'll ask is, what word of 5 letters that sinks has 1 left when 2 are removed? There is a slight bug with the speech of this one here. When you talk to him again, like how we have the dialogue option up here, it doesn't actually say that sinks. So it would just read, what word of 5 letters has 1 left when 2 are removed? And the answer to that one is stone. So it's a 5-letter word. You remove the ST, it just says 1. And then the last question they'll ask is, a word I know, 6 letters it contains. Remove 1 letter and 12 remain. What is it? The answer is dozens with an S at the end. So you remove the S, it still says dozen. And those are your 3 answers there. So once you enter that, oh, I gotta do /save first. He'll answer you correctly, and he'll spit out your prize. If you get this wrong, you do just have a little bit of a fight. But, you know, you can skip the fight and just do that. Once he spits them out, you want to talk to the guard. He will actually give you a second token and explain that the bones are of the lady of the manor, who is still around. Someone's kind of an imposter here. So once we leave the storehouse, we're going to want to make our way around and head to the smithy. So inside of the smithy here does ask you to save the smiths. So you do have a couple of options here. You can attempt a social skill, or you can just fight them. I'm just going to fight them. Just get those extra kills in. Once they're dead, or you've pacified them and like asked them to leave, talk to the smithy, and he will give you your 3rd token. From here, you just want to leave, head up to the tower, and talk to the tower itself.
The tower is
who will then magically show you the door, and you can head on in. So once inside, you do get a little buff here called Aura of Frost. It doesn't actually do anything. It's kind of quest related. Essentially what they're doing is you talk to these guys. Everyone thinks you're the servant of the Prince of Frost, which is why you have the Aura of Frost on. That's essentially an illusion cast by the person in kind of taking the place of the lady of the house. So as we approach the door, you'll see one dog. Be aware that it isn't just one. There's actually several. They kind of trick you into thinking it's only one and ambush you. Once you dispatch the dogs, you can head in to the Summer Nights. Now, you talk to the main person. If you choose any of these options, like I'm here to see Lord Arden, anything but the skill attempt, they won't listen to you, and you'll be forced into a dialogue option between fighting them and killing them, or fighting them and incapacitating them. If you run into that, always choose to incapacitate them. Reason being, you actually get an extra reward at the end if you either pacify or incapacitate them. Basically, the Lord is happy that you've saved his guards. So we're gonna use diplomacy, and they will become pacified. Now, if you use diplomacy, not only does it pacify these guards, but it actually pacifies the rest of the guards in the tower. So on the next floor here, when we go through the door, we don't have to fight them either. If you get put in that position where you have to fight to incapacitate or fight to kill, you would have to fight everybody along the way up as well. So using diplomacy saves you a lot of fighting. And here's a second group that is skipped. So here we got a couple more breakables just around the edge. And then finally up the stairs. Now unfortunately it doesn't stop all the fighting. As you see, we do have a group of red caps here. They will be here regardless of what option you choose. Sadly though, if you choose to pacify, you'll see Gale down here that was eliminated. Though it does say that it wasn't the red caps that killed her. From here, it's just the end fight. So talking to this guy, you'll just, doesn't matter what option you pick, he doesn't really want to listen to you until you say, I surrender. And then he starts to listen, kind of what's going on. At this point, Lady Grey Moss, I'm the boss, I'm the bad guy. She's going to appear. She's going to put him to sleep and then start to attack. Now her boss battle is a little different. She spawns in copies of herself, with one being the correct one. Now it's easy to tell which one's which, as once you hit it, it will teleport away. It'll stay in this room, but it will teleport, whereas the rest will just stand and continue to attack until you kill them. I've looked at other ways to determine the credit rating is, the CR rating is all the same, and so on and so forth. It's usually the ones that are stuck here by them together. Oh. So there she is. She says, I caught her. She wants to try and hide, and she'll teleport somewhere else in the room. Once you have her hard targeted though, it's fairly easy to get her. Once she's dead, just talk to your Viscount Xavier again. Or Viscount. Here's the extra chest for saving his guards. Random loot, nothing special. And then here's the loot that they want to grab. And that will complete the quest. At that point, just grab your end loot, which can get some named items. I was able to get Dark Moss, which I will pass to Wolf, as I already happen to have that one. And yeah, so that has been Make Believe. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one all.